Welcome to Horror Flicks and Music Mix Final Edition. We are your hosts. I am Dustin.
I'm Kendra, and on this podcast we discuss our favorite albums, soundtracks, and scores.
Today we are talking about the Freddy vs. Jason soundtrack. Not score. A little different. As you could hear probably in the background. Mostly metal, hard rock, new metal soundtrack. Picked this one to start because we are going to be covering Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, and the remake, because the remake
Happened.
Came out in 2010, and we're about to do the year 2010. So, there's a little bit of exposition for everybody. And yeah,
also,
what do you think?
It's just fun to live in Freddy's shoes.
Yeah, and it's funny because didn't even realize that we've just been doing a lot of Wes Craven.
Just Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost was like, hey, we should do the People Under the Stairs next, and then I was like, I'll take a break.
Yeah, because later on in the 2010 episodes, let's see if I could go find it. What was it? My Soul to Take. We got to do that one too, which is also Wes Craven. I think there was. Yeah, it was just that My Soul to Take, and then the Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, so yeah, still doing some Wes Craven here, but kind of tying it into the next series. Yeah.
Almost like we planned it.
Yeah, kind of.
Almost like we planned it.
I was like, it'll be a good start. What do you think about this soundtrack?
I have fun with this soundtrack. I borrowed it from you for like a week, and I listened to it and I got ready in the morning to go to work. Best pump up music to go deliver packages I've listened to in a while. I really like it. It fits the movie really well. Metal isn't a genre I gravitate towards often or naturally, but it's always one I enjoy when I listen to it, and so this was just a lot of fun. And it made me watch the movie again, which I hadn't in a while. And it was a blast.
I gotta rewatch it. I wanted to before this, but I didn't have any time.
Understandable.
So, the movie. Freddy has been long forgotten. In order to gain back power, he uses Jason to kill off teenagers, making people think that it's actually Freddy doing it, ensuing fear and giving him his power back.
Brilliant. He outsourced.
But, as you've probably seen before, how does he get Jason to walk from, New Jersey all the way to Ohio?
Yeah. I thought Springwood was in Illinois.
I think it's Ohio.
I guess it's
original. I don't know.
Pretty
Maybe.
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, he definitely impersonates his mom to raise him from the depths of hell.
But it's one of those movies. People wanted this. I remember when it came out.
Oh yeah, I remember the marketing for it. I remember they were playing maybe not songs from the soundtrack, but for all the promotional stuff. They did WWE style press conferences, and they played this genre of music.
I remember that stuff.
Yeah, and they would just it was just Robert Englund and I forgot who played Jason.
It was
in that one.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I freaking met the guy. Oh, let's pull it up right.
It's using internet. It wasn't Kane, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Anyway,
there's a lot of people who played Jason. That's the other problem.
And Freddy's only ever been two guys, so that's a little easier to remember.
Ken Kersinger.
Yeah, I do. I just remember the WWE style press conferences and stuff they would do, or boxing matches where they get together, they do a preference and they trash talk each other, which Jason doesn't talk.
Yeah, it's what?
But
interesting.
And it also spawned a fun internet trend of around Halloween time where you get people dressing up as Freddy and Jason and just bucking with each other. It was fun.
Unpacking. Okay. All right. I'll go grab this.
Grab it. This is a Mondo press, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Just came out this year.
Keep this over here.
Yeah. Here I can. Such a classic cover.
Freddy versus
cover.
Jason. So I was looking. It said it was a reissue, but it's never been printed on vinyl before. This was a 2025, I think, pressing. It was originally on CD and cassette.
Yeah, I had the CD actually. I don't anymore, but I did.
Yeah, reissue of the 2003 soundtrack from Mondo.
I think they can call it a reissue if it's just being re-released on any format.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. But yeah, gatefold.
Oh yeah. So it's also got some of the kids and stuff down here too in red. So you got like the jump rope and creepy sing-songers. And then actually this girl, I don't even think this person, I don't even know it was in the movie. But that's okay. And then inside, yeah, you got your track list. Credits. Some cool, like, silhouette over here, you know. And then more track list stuff on the back.
Yeah. It's pretty close.
It's also on colored vinyl. You got a purple and a red.
Yeah, it says on Discogs, magenta and orchid.
Oh, sorry, fancy.
Yeah. So the one that's in right now is the magenta one.
Yeah.
But here is the orchid.
You're gonna feel like another cool variant they could have done would have been like the sweater stripe and then a hockey mask variant. Would have been fun, but I don't know how hard that would be to do. Maybe an etching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun pressing.
So yes, limited colored pressing, Mondo.com. I'm pretty sure they still have them.
They do.
Sponsor us, Mondo.
Also, Mondo,
Please?
just a question. Are you ever gonna reprint some of your stuff?
Yeah, that too. That's a good
Like
question.
the Nightmare on Elm Street box set? I would buy that.
You know,
I would buy this.
I saw that at Alamo Midtown.
Oh yeah.
So forever ago.
It was so expensive.
Before I had even started collecting vinyl, I think. Maybe. And if I saw that now, I would buy
Yeah,
it.
I do remember it being very expensive at Alamo, which is probably why I didn't pick it
Yeah,
up.
and I think the box was like damaged or something, and they were still
'Cause of-
asking a ridiculous amount.
Yeah,
It's
no.
like, come on.
Come on now. Come on, Alamo.
Okay, Alamo, come on. Come on, Alamo, come on, Mondo. What's up with
Sponsor us.
the O companies? Alright, we're just
I got nothing. We're just trash talking now.
Yeah. So I love my early 2000s new metal. Fun fact, my new metal cover band just got back together. Zip Tie, for everybody who knows out there. It's XIPTYE, kind of like a spin on like corn or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, Zip Tie. We haven't played for 6 years, and we're back.
And better than ever.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
This is what I want you to do.
We're
I
gonna
want
play
you to-
sometime.
I want you to pick some songs from this and cover them. More specifically,
Cameron
Swing in the
actually
Dead.
talked about. Oh, that'd be cool.
No.
Cameron talked about. Oh, we should do like a Halloween show, and play songs off of movie soundtracks.
Yeah. And Kevin and I will host a live podcast
Yeah.
when you play.
Yeah. Either
We'll
way,
manifest it. We'll make it happen.
I had to throw Zip Tie back. I'm playing music again. I'm excited about it, and it's music kind of like this. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm learning to like a genre, like I said, I don't gravitate to very naturally.
I don't like all the songs on here.
Yeah, I will say, like I was telling you the other night, because I don't have the like nuanced ear for this genre like I do other pieces of music, at a certain point as I got to like the second disc, it all kind of started to just sound like one song and like a cacophony of noise coming at me. But there are some individual songs on here that I really do like that I added to like my current favorite rotation playlist.
Which? Is this Spine Shank? We're only 3 songs in. Mm-hmm. Holy moly, we're only 3 songs in, people. There's I don't know if we're gonna listen to this whole thing. It's 20. It's double.
This is a 20-song soundtrack.
20-song soundtrack.
2 discs, 4 sides. So
So
side A through
far.
side D. Something I learned when listening to this and reading about it is that 14 of these songs were unreleased by their band until this soundtrack.
Oh yeah, because I know most of these bands and some of the songs never have heard of.
I don't know what I don't know, and maybe you do, is were they written for this soundtrack?
I don't.
Or were they already written,
didn't
just
look.
not released, and then, yeah.
Well, I saw, so like,
And they were
okay,
like, let's do this.
Slipknot.
'Cause
Slipknot has
Slipknot's
a
is a
song
demo,
on
right?
here. Yeah, Snap.
Which-
It says Snap 97 demo. Hate Breeds, Condemned Until Rebirth. I haven't heard that until this either. Let's see here. Old Seether, Old Stone Sour. There's a Sepultura song featuring Mike Pat. Let's go down the list here. So far, El Nino, How Can I Live, starts it out. Good song.
That's a great...
Killswitch
Opener,
Engage, When Darkness Falls, banger. Spine Shanks, Beginning of the End, it's alright.
Yeah,
And then now we're on Mushroom Head, Sun Doesn't Rise.
I do like this one.
Mushroom Head's fun.
Yeah?
Their music's okay, but Cameron used to have this Mushroom Head DVD back in the day, and it's just kind of ridiculous. It's funny as fuck. It's like them on tour and stuff, just messing around. So like that made me appreciate the band a little more.
When you can like get a peek behind the curtain of how a band operates, makes their music a little bit more fun.
There's some funny stuff on there, and then this is all just side 1 so far, and then we have Hate Breeds, Condemned Until Rebirth, as mentioned before, along with Slipknot, Snap, 97 demo, 6 songs on the first side,
And some of them are quite lengthy.
and like and most of these bands are huge.
Haven't you
Like-
seen most of these bands?
I've seen half of these bands.
Nice. I've seen 0 of these bands.
I've seen half of these bands. I have seen, out of the first 6 mentioned, half of them. That's actually funny. 3 out of the 6.
Nice.
Killswitch Engage, Hatebreed, and Slipknot. Actually, Hatebreed's coming there. And fuck, I don't even remember when that is.
Is it May?
No, I don't remember. It's a Summer Slaughter tour. Yeah, metal.
I was always intimidated by metal kids because they take their music very seriously. And like, I do too. I love music, and there are artists that I'm like very serious about, but I try not to be intimidating about it. But yeah, I was always like kind of steered clear of metal kids because I felt like judged by them. Or it was like, if you don't like
Interesting.
metal and only metal, you're out. Get out of the club.
That was Steve.
Aw.
Steve only, I mean only, listened to metal. And I was like, dude.
I went to a Roger Waters show with Steve.
Yeah. I took him. I made him go see Godspeed You Black Emperor as well.
Nice.
But like he'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
But he won't put it on.
Interesting.
He will only
Put on metal.
turn on metal.
Well, Steve, you were the
I
guy
was
that
just
scared
like,
me.
what?
The not scary guy. You were the guy that scared me.
Hatebreed.
Yeah.
Hatebreed. I've been to so many shows, but a Hatebreed mosh pit is intimidating because it's a
What?
big.
I was like, what makes that mosh pit more intimidating than any other mosh
Because
pit?
huge dudes who fucking work out,
Oh.
body like and
Arnold Schwarzenegger
I'm,
and a-
I'm a little guy
You are a
in
little
comparison. Those are the dudes who are in Hatebreed pits.
See,
Other regular pits, it's whoever, a bunch of whatever. But Hatebreed shows, it's dudes who
I've
are
seen
fucking.
cool videos of mosh pits where like people helping people out who've like gone down.
Oh, that happens
So that happens all the
100% of
time.
the
Yeah.
time.
See, I
100%
can't
of
even
the
walk
time.
in a crowd.
Unless if you're at like, there are like hardcore shows with like slam dancing,
Yeah.
and crowd killing.
Yeah.
There's like crowd killing. I will say on this podcast right now, fuck that stuff's stupid. And people at those shows, they just were like, yeah, want to.
I just don't want to go to a show and come home with a black eye.
Yeah. Dancing, that's fine.
Oh, let's
I've
dance.
danced.
Yeah.
Slam dance, I've done it. That's fine. Moshing, get it. But crowd killing
Stage
when you're
diving,
going around just
diving?
I've done way too much stage diving. That's why my back's messed up. I've been dropped a couple times. Yeah.
That's scary.
Actually, during Killswitch Engage. Okay. Fun story here, since we have a lot of tracks to listen to.
Yeah.
What year was this? 2009? 2000... Let's see. 2009 Mayhem Festival. Yep. 2009 Mayhem Festival. It was Slayer, Marilyn Manson, Killswitch Engage, Bullet for My Valentine, Trivium, All That Remains, God Forbid, Cannibal Corpse, Whitechapel, Behemoth, and the Black Dahlia Murder.
It definitely... Marilyn
nuts.
Manson, kind of stands out in that group, I feel like, because he's
And he headlined.
I'm sure he
After,
did.
it was Slayer and then Manson.
I'm sure he did. But I mean, isn't he more like goth rock? So that
Like
sounds
shock rock, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
But during that show, I wish Cameron was here. I got fucked up at that show. Not drunk or anything.
Right.
I went crowd surfing, lost my phone because I was wearing basketball shorts during
Like you do
trivia.
when you're
During
in a sweat.
Trivium, someone found it, got my phone back.
Oh,
But
wow.
there was that, and then during Killswitch Engage, there was a part where the guitarist was like, "I want to see everybody crowd surf." So there's more people crowd surfing than
Were in the crowd.
than security being able to grab them at the end. So I got fucking tossed over. That was one of the times I landed on my back. And then later that night, because of it was in the middle of the summer, it was outdoor festival
Yeah.
all day, heat exhaustion, this and that.
Not drinking any water. Not staying hydrated.
Not drinking enough. During Marilyn Manson,
You said I need a break.
sorry people, projectile vomited a turkey leg that I had previously eaten.
in a crowded.
No,
pit?
not
Oh,
in the crowd.
okay.
I ran to the ran to the nearest fucking trash can. Just
Oh man.
Kelly saw that one, so I have eyewitnesses for this whole account. And that was Killswitch Engage. Was one of the
Dang.
times that I got dropped.
Yeah. See,
Long
it just
time
seems like a
ago.
really intense scene with great music.
Fucking Slipknot, dude.
I do like Slipknot. The lead singer of Slipknot has a beautiful voice.
Well, he's also the singer in the Stone Sour.
I did not
if
know
you
that.
didn't know that, yeah.
I did not know that.
Okay, once we get to Gonna Snap. Zip Tie, we're covering 2 Slipknot songs.
Okay.
Yeah, actually.
You guys should have open rehearsals. So I can come and watch. Because I'm not going to go to a show. 40-year-old me is not going to do it. If 20-something-year-old me didn't do it, teenage me didn't do it, 40-year-old me is not doing it.
Nah, you'll get out there. Oh, there it is.
Flip.
Flip that disc.
Dude, did I tell you my dog knows what, excuse me, buddy, I need to flip the record means?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gets up.
He gets up and moves, yeah.
He's like, oh, excuse me. Most used instruments, this one's a little funny because it's metal bands, rock bands, electric guitar, drums, bass guitar, DJs. There's a DJ in Slipknot.
Oh.
There's a DJ in Powerman 5000. The singer of Powerman 5000 is Rob Zombie's little brother.
That's fun. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yep. That's one of the bands I've seen as well.
White Zombie?
No, Powerman
Oh,
5000.
I was like, cool.
I have seen Rob
I've
Zombie,
met Rob
though.
Zombie.
Really?
He came and got coffee for me when I still worked at Hardy.
What?
Yeah, they were here for a... God, I don't
That's
even...
crazy.
I couldn't tell you what year. It was between the years of 2012 and 2015.
I mean, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, he was a nice dude. And Sherry was with him. And I have a crush on Sherry. I think she's
Dang.
attractive as fuck. But yeah, they were just super nice. They had a longer conversation with a different barista because they're vegan. And they
Yep.
were talking about, just vegan foods to eat. And I'm
Yeah.
not vegan, so... But yeah, I got to meet him. It was really cool. asked him.
Man, if I met him, be like,
stuff.
oh,
I'm like, hey,
we can talk.
Yeah, I was like, hey man, I really like your Mike Myers. I really like your Michael Myers, and he was just like, thank you. And
That's
I was like,
cool.
yeah.
I
try
would
really
like
hard
meet
not to
him.
like gush over
I'd be
famous
like,
people, because I've also gotten to have coffee
yeah.
with the Meat Puppets, who played with Nirvana on their Unplugged show, and so like,
Jeez.
yeah. So I had gone to their show at the waiting room the night before. Went into work the next day when I worked at Starbucks, and there was like a power issue, and so we were only operating the drive-through that day. And the Meat Puppets walk in the door, and I was like, what? And then, so I gave them,
hold
I
up.
served them their coffee, and then they were sitting on the
Wait a
patio, and I couldn't quit, like, staring out the window. And my coworker, Katie, was just like, why don't you just go talk to him? And I was like, cool, I'm going to take a 15. So I got to just sit there and talk to him, and I talked to him about, like, the albums of theirs I was listening to, and then I, like, tried not to gush and didn't bring it up too soon, but then I was like, can I please just ask you about playing with Nirvana and, like, playing with Kurt Cobain and stuff? And he was like, yeah, he was professional. It was a good show. He's just a really sweet, shy junkie. And I was like, oh, I get it. It was really cool. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice. Who's this? Oh, Chimera.
That's how
Chimera's
you
pretty.
say it. Okay, why isn't it CH, like chai? Chimera.
Oh.
Okay. But it is Chimera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chimera. Oh, have I seen Chimera? I don't think I have. I don't think I've seen Chimera. Or, I think I've seen people or bands from every side of this. Okay, so, side 1, Killswitch, Hatebreed, Slipknot. Side 2, Seven Dust and Powerman 5000. Side 3, I've seen Seether, Stone Sour, and Devil Driver. And then side 4, yep, I've seen In Flames and Lamb of God. Interesting.
I've heard of Lamb of God.
They've been around.
Yeah.
For, I mean,
And obviously, like,
most
Slipknot.
of these bands,
And I've also heard of Typo Negative,
they
which...
they're old. I don't know if they're still active. Actually, I'm gonna get hate for this. I don't like Typo Negative.
Fair.
I know a lot of people who love Typo Negative. I don't like them.
Is there, like, a specific reason?
And the vocals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a vocalist. That's what you, like, hear.
I mean,
You're also a musician. That's what I'm saying. But, like,
yeah.
I met you as the vocalist of your band.
Yeah. I do listen. Yeah. That happens a lot.
I did notice, lyrically, you metal boys are, like, really sappy. And kind of a little romantics at heart sometimes. And I like it.
What
like,
what
I'm-
song made you
I think it's...
think of that one?
I think it's, How Can I Live? The opener. I think I
Oh,
was
dude,
like,
that Il Nino song? Yeah, that song's awesome, though.
yeah, I was like, oh, these boys are in their feelings, and I'm fucking here for it. No, I really like
Oh,
the soundtrack.
man.
I had a blast with it.
That's fun.
Yeah. But no, the standout track for me, Swingin' the Dead really fucking hit just the spot for me. I put it on my playlist. It came on the other day when I was driving the Amazon van. I had all the windows open. It came on after a Dolly Parton song. It was so funny. I loved it.
That
but
sounds
no, that
like
one,
my songs on shuffle.
Oh yeah, I should add you to my current favorite playlist. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? But no, I had a blast. I really like Swingin' the Dead. I also liked How Can I Live, and then the Killswitch Engage song was in my top 3, and then I did an honorable mention for the Slipknot demo because I really liked it. Yeah.
I will put, actually, yeah, kind of the same. Killswitch Engage, Devil Driver, and Il Nino, definitely the best ones. I do like Slipknot and Hatebreed. It was cool to hear different songs from them that I never heard. And even like Seven Dust, Powerman 5000, but that song, Bombshell. That song, fun fact.
Ooh, talk to me.
Another one. This really happened. That song was also in the Fast and the Furious movie, which, like, I was a kid when that came out.
Oh, I used to watch that movie all the time.
Watched that with my mom.
I remember I had a VHS copy of it, and I would put it in to fall asleep at night. And
I
then
had
I
the
also
soundtrack
liked, yeah,
on CD, and there was a day at school where it was like, oh, I don't know what the fuck we were doing, but it was like you could bring in a CD.
Oh yeah,
and
my
pick
music class used to do that. No, my PE class. My PE class used to do it for when we had to run laps in the gym. You know what I picked?
Oh shit.
The cassette of John Williams' Jurassic Park soundtrack. Put that motherfucker in.
That's awesome. But no, I brought the Fast and Furious soundtrack on CD to school and picked Bombshell from Powerman 5000. And they didn't even play the full song because
they were like,
too...
no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And some of the other kids were complaining about it. And and it was like me and a couple of my buddies were like, yeah.
So I worked in a bakery in a kitchen for a few years. And like when you're in an environment like that, you have to share music. Like if you have music on, everybody, and I would try to put things, maybe not like as heavy as this, but like there was I'm not gonna try to say the name because I'm gonna butcher it, and I don't want to be disrespectful or sound stupid. But there's a Japanese like psych blues band that I got really into, and they're a bit experimental too. But I fell in love with one of the songs. I put it on our like shared playlist, or I played it or something, and one of the other people was like, "What is this?" And I had to turn it off, and I was like, dang. Sometimes you just can't introduce people to cool music.
Yeah.
They just don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Was it just like a regular class you were sitting in? They're like, hey, bring in music to read to.
I don't remember. It could have been like, music class or something, or... Because we were in the auditorium. I don't remember, but I remember.
I hope someday you do.
I remember. I was always the kid that was a little
weird,
a little out there.
Oh, I also really like the song "Middle of Nowhere," The Blank Theory. I liked that song.
That is on side 3.
Yeah, side C, the C side.
Seven Dust. Fun fact here, Seven Dust. They come here frequently. They were actually the first metal show that I've ever gone to. It was Mudvayne headlined, and Seven Dust, and a couple other bands. And first metal show. Seen them a couple times. They played here. What's that, like 2 years ago? And we went and saw them, and then Static X headlined after them, and we left like during the last song. Just walked back to the car, and the singer Seven Dust fucking walking around, right around the corner. We were just like, oh shit, what's up, dude? And I got a picture with him. We got a picture with him.
You just be walking around meeting cool musicians.
And I was like, dude, you guys. I told him, I was like, you guys were the first metal band I've seen like, 20 years, over 20 years ago.
Nice.
And it was cool. He's a cool dude.
Nice.
Let's see, let's pull this up here. Where is here we go, meet and greets.
Do you have a meet and greet album?
Yeah,
like photo album?
Yeah.
Nice.
With people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good picture. That's like a nicely lit picture.
Check it out. So shout out fucking Seven Dust, because they're always cool. And the drummer, another cool thing about them, most of the screaming, like the background screaming, is the drummer actually doing vocals.
Like while he's drumming?
Yeah, he's got like one of those little like headset mics, and he's just
like the Phil Collins mic.
Yeah, it's actually it's cool when
I got to see the Foo Fighters a bunch of years ago before Taylor Hawkins died. Actually, there's a fun story behind that. We bought tickets to go to their Nashville show. Two friends of mine went down to Nashville, and that was one of the band members had like a family emergency, so they had to cancel the show, which sucked, kind of. Yeah. But they were gonna honor everyone's tickets, and so we just got to spend the weekend in Nashville, which was really fun. And then like, about a year later, they honored the ticket, and I got to go see him in Kansas City, so I didn't have to drive all the way back down to Nashville. But
that's cool. You got to like switch the
so I still got to see him, and I just got to switch it to a closer show, which was really fun. And then we just spent like the day in Kansas City, saw a show, and think we drove back that night. I've also gotten to
Done
see the Black
that a
Angels in A
lot.
Place to Bury Strangers in Kansas City. Because I've seen the Black Angels a couple times. But, so Taylor would drum and do harmonies with Dave while he was drumming. And I always think it's so cool when a drummer
Nice.
can sing, but like specifically harmonize
Yeah.
while drumming. I think it's fascinating to me.
Huh. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
I never got to see Foo Fighters.
They were a really fun show. I'm really glad I got to see them. I was at that Kansas City show I was at. Have you seen the video online of the Dave pulling a kid up on stage and him playing Metallica? And then him giving him the guitar? I was at that show and I have video of it. I was just really
No.
high up, like far back kind of.
Huh.
And so like my video's not like a great, you can just hear it.
That's
But no,
cool.
that kid was awesome.
I don't know if I've seen that.
I'll have to
Interesting.
find it.
Oh, I did put. Here's the song.
I can see, is this a band that has a DJ?
5th grade. Yeah, this is Rob Zombie's little brother. 5th grade. I brought this, and people were like, "No, dude."
5th grade?
Yeah, it was literally like
I would have been,
probably 5th
I would have been
grade.
like, can we be friends?
maybe fourth,
elementary
fourth
school.
to sixth. Yeah, elementary,
Elementary school.
Elementary
Yeah,
school.
I would-
4th to
if-
6th grade.
If I was in elementary school with you, I would have been like, hey, can we be friends?
I'd be like, yeah.
Like, teach me your ways of this music, and I will walk you through Dolly's whole.
Yeah, it was this song. Me and a couple buddies were like, yeah, and everybody else was like,
What is this? No. Or just like nothing, just like deadpan.
some people.
Well, like I said, like I was always scared of the metal kids,
Yeah.
which is why I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so maybe they were scared. Maybe you scared them.
I did put a worst. Well, okay. Yeah. Oh, another honorable mention. Actually, no, another banger. Lamb of God's 11th Hour.
Fucking bangers.
Dude, 11th Hour. Lamb of God, they're great. I've seen that band. Ooh, gosh.
I know their logo really well.
At least 7 times.
That's awesome.
7 or 8 times. And then the last time, 11th Hour on Ashes of the Wake. Yeah, it is. Or am I crazy? Oh no. Standout track from the Lamb of God's album, As the Palaces Burn. Okay. It's not on Ashes of the Wake. I have seen them play that song before, though. A long time
Before or
ago.
after this came out?
Oh, it was after.
Yeah.
Because the first time I saw Lamb of God was probably 2006 or no wait, 2007.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Can't believe I remember that.
I mean,
It was at high school. A lot, man. So many shows. Yep, and that's when I met like Steve and Cameron and all that.
oh my gosh.
Lamb of God, that was actually the first time I crowd surfed. Against my will. I was grabbed from my friends and they just threw me.
Your friends threw you?
Yeah, oh yeah. Steve being one of them.
Well, was Steve that tall?
Yeah.
In high school?
I mean, he was tall.
yeah.
Always, yeah.
So he just could just like, psh.
Basically.
Oh my god, I love it.
It was him, I think Cameron,
I also
and
love
two
that
other
you guys have been friends since high school. I have not talked to but maybe one person that I went to high school with since I graduated.
Dang.
My 20-year reunion was 2 years ago. I have no idea if they did anything.
Oh, I've never been to any of their reunions.
Yeah, and the only reason I talked to...
Or if they even have any.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't even know if they're having any. Because I'm not on social media, really. I'm on Instagram a little bit too much, but...
Murder Dolls. This
Yeah,
is one of the-
I didn't like this one.
I didn't like this one either.
yeah,
This is
okay.
one that I wrote down.
Yeah.
Under worst.
Worse.
Worst tracks, Murder Dolls. This song was not it for me. And then I just put typo negative because I just know I don't
You
like
just don't like
typo
them.
negative. We could skip this.
We can. We can go to the next disc.
Yeah.
Right on. Sorry, Murder Dolls.
Murder
You have a
Dolls.
cool
Yeah,
band
we're gonna,
name.
Kill them.
Kill that one.
Kill Murder Dolls. Sorry, guys. Also, I've never really heard of them before. And they're not still a band. All the other songs that are good songs are still bands.
Don't worry.
They're still.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, but there are a lot of bands that aren't bands anymore that are good. Here it is.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. Oh. Nice.
I found it.
Nice. Let's see. Collector's Corner. Let's pull up Discogs here, real time. So, I mean, I got actually, let's just go to Mondo.
Yeah, it's sold out on Mondo.
Is it really?
Of the other day. Yeah, I was on there adding stuff to my cart. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Or no, maybe it wasn't sold out. There was I think there might have been something else I wanted to buy that was like the same
Freddy
price.
No, it's still on there.
Oh wow, is it still like $65?
$60. Almost gone. Limited edition, exclusive, distributed title. Yeah, $60.
Yeah.
But the thing I like with Mondo is I have shop pay, and it's interest free, and you can just do it in like payment installments.
Oh, it's interest free. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
I do that a lot with Mondo. They only printed 500 of these.
Wow.
Interesting.
I've been collecting vinyl for almost 20 years. And when I first started collecting vinyl, I would just buy what I want, and I would pay whatever I found it for, because I was always under the illusion that I was like, oh, I'm never going to find this again. I'm never going to come across it. This is my one and only chance. And the reality is most of the time that's not true. It's like I might not see it for a couple years, but one day I'm going to come across it in a used bin. Especially since
True.
I record shop when I travel. And so, like, when I go see my friend Paul in Cincinnati, we'll go to Plaid Room, which, shout out Plaid Room, one of the best record shops I've ever been to.
Huh. I like to do that, too. Like, go to
it's like
video or record shops.
Yeah, it's a must for any vacation I'm taking, where it's like, I at least need to have a day. Like, when I went down to Nashville, I went to Third Man, but I went to a bunch of other little record shops, too.
Nice.
And I picked up some really cool, like, not just country, either. I picked up some great, just music down there. So, and most of the time I do come across what I'm looking for. The exceptions being like, I haven't come across the thing used. My friend Paul has used original press. Motherfucker. I love you, Paul. You're a motherfucker.
Mondo does have the score, but that's the one that's sold out.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't know. Who wants the score anyways? I remember when they came out with the score, I was like,
it's just okay.
what about the soundtrack?
Yeah.
And then they came out with the soundtrack. I was like, yep.
I think I remember what happened. I was on there on Mondo shopping, and I saw that was $60, and they also have the Steven Spielberg movie AI, Artificial Intelligence, John Williams score that's, to my knowledge, never been pressed, and it's the same price. And so I think I was like, oh, I think I want that more.
They have Jaws 50th anniversary. It's almost gone.
I have the original. And I have Jaws 2.
It's, looking at it, in stock 140, out of stock 1,101. How about can you repress some stuff, please?
Come on, Mondo, we love you.
Oh, I guess just vinyl. This song, Seether. This is old Seether. I didn't even know this. I was like, who is this? And I looked. I was like, Seether. I didn't even know this song.
Oh, I like the song. I also didn't really like In Flames. Trigger. The specific song. Again, this is one of those things where it's like, I don't know a lot about these bands, so like, maybe the song they put on this is like not a good representation of their music.
Well,
that's me being generous. I don't know.
Here's the truth. You want the truth?
Always.
I don't like In Flames either.
Okay.
I've even seen them. I saw them with Hatebreed a long time ago. I remember. The whole group went. And I was like, hell yeah, Hatebreed. And then In Flames played. And I was like, nah. But like, Cameron likes them. And some of the other guys like them. And I was just like, eh. And even live, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I know you said you don't really like listen to this stuff as much.
Yeah.
But all the songs that you do like and don't like are pretty much the same songs.
Great. So are you saying I have naturally good taste?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
I mean,
it's a feather in
you
my
got the
cap.
knack for it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like, I know that they're like that this music is like beautiful in its own way, and there's a lot of intricacies and there's musicianship and like all of that stuff. But like I said, I just don't have the trained ear for it, and I don't gravitate to it. So it's good to hear that I don't have bad taste in metal music based on this soundtrack alone.
Next song is Stone Sour, which is also Corey Taylor's other band.
So Corey Taylor, I don't have like a fun story because I've never met the guy, but Foo Fighters did this documentary called Sound City, and it was about that Sound City recording studio in LA where like Nevermind was recorded and Rumors and just all these iconic albums. And then with that documentary, he wrote like the whole soundtrack, and Corey Taylor is on one of my favorite songs of the soundtrack, and it's sad. He gets to like just sing, and it's about I'll play it for you, but to me it's about like battling addiction. It's really fucking good, and that's why I know his voice is so beautiful. He's nice. You can tell he protects his like instrument.
I like Corey Taylor.
Yeah, and he seems like a funny dude.
But like, knowing it's Corey Taylor, you can tell it's Corey. Yeah. He's got that. Yeah, just like it's Corey Taylor. Let's see here. Collector's Corner. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to limit. It's almost gone. 500 printed, $60. It was one of those where I said, "Yeah, I need it," because I wanted to talk about it on here. Discogs, you could go and find the CD and the cassette and all that if you want, and probably even this, but you might be paying more than what you want. Shop listings. Let's see here. Vinyl. 66, 106, 100.
106 for something that was released less than a year ago.
$120.
That's only 60 brand new.
That's you could still buy for $60.
All right, everybody. If you want to buy this, go to Mondo.
Right now.
Right now.
Yes.
Because it's $60.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth it. Maybe I'll spend $60 on it. My birthday's coming up. Maybe I'll just splurge.
There you go.
Yeah.
Overall effect and rating. How it works within the film. So, there's a good 2000 to like 2006. There's a lot of horror movies and metal soundtracks.
Yeah.
And then it stopped. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, it kind of evolved from like alt rock in the early, in the 90s.
Yeah.
Mid to early 90s. Shifted to that new metal in the early 2000s.
And then now, it went like...
I mean, now it's just like a big genre mashup, which I find really interesting because I've always been a fan of just multiple genres. And so I think that like it's fun to see that kind of evolve into that, where it's like, cool, everybody has something on here they're gonna like, hopefully.
Did you ever buy soundtracks on CD back in the day? Yeah, so did I. Like
I had Scream 3, I had this, to be fair though, I also had things like Beaches, which is a lot of Bette Midler stuff, which is a wonderful movie about female friendship, and it ends tragically. It's very sad. But a lot of like that kind of, I did buy soundtracks, so yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is it. Yep. I think it's the drums on this song that really got me. I don't know, like because I've seen people play like a double pedal bass, and I don't know if that's what's happening in this song, but it sure sounds like it.
That's exactly, yep.
And I was like, oh my god, I fucking love this song.
Yep.
At it.
Yep, that's a double pedal.
Yeah. And then the way the slowed down tempo for the chorus when they like break into the swing and the dead, they kind of, I like that. Nirvana does it on Penny Royalty really well.
Nice.
See, it's like cut time.
Yep.
That's exactly what they did.
How it works within the film. So you watched it. So did you notice any of these songs pop up in the movie?
Yeah, I did.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I did. I think it makes the movie really fun. Because I think that movie is just fun. Like it's. I don't necessarily know that it was meant to.
It's not.
It's not. it's more fun than it is scary. And I think that putting the intensity, I don't know, maybe intensity is not the right word, but like the intensity of this type of music, of these songs behind these two iconic, larger than life characters while they battle royale duke it out is awesome. I think it makes the movie so much fun. But I also just really like that movie.
I like the movie
like
too.
the boiler room scene where Freddy's like pinballing Jason everywhere and you get the pinball soundtrack
Yeah, it's
or sound
ridiculous.
effects.
Yeah.
And when he jumps out of Crystal Lake, comes up like into the air like Matrix style, out like on over the dock. I just love the bigness of the movie, and I think this music really complements that perfectly.
Okay, so that goes over to rating. I mean, I put solid, but we could also put complimentary.
I would say
here.
complimentary.
Since I didn't get. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I said complimentary. But solid, definitely. It's better than mediocre, and I don't know that it's. I wouldn't say iconic. There's not like the one song that I'm like, this is so iconic.
Yeah.
That makes it. So,
No.
complimentary to solid, leaning more towards complimentary.
Okay. So, I mean, spin it or skip it. I mean,
I said spin it.
Spin it.
And in my notes, I said I don't know that I'd pay $60 for it, but I'd pick it up used. But
But
I
it's one of those things where it's
No,
like.
I might, yeah. might just have to drop that $60.
No. Fun. Let's see. Fun. Okay. Oh, fun debate notes. Yeah, that's you put that in, right?
What?
14 of the 20.
Oh yeah, just a little
were
fun facts.
previously unreleased
Oh,
by
I
the bands. Okay.
misread it. Anyway, it was just a little fun fact.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting. I want to know, like I asked earlier, like, did they record it for it and release it, or did they already have these songs and they just released them for the soundtrack?
I think because like bigger bands like that, once they get on record labels, I know like, hey, we're gonna have a 13-song record label, but you guys are gonna write 20 songs, and then
Okay.
we're gonna pick.
Right.
So that's why like the demo or whatever, like,
I like it when bands put out demos.
and then
like that.
so that could also be a thing. Like these were songs that just weren't picked.
Yeah, they were like, oh, we
per
have this extra
album.
song.
I don't
It's
know.
already recorded. Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, spin it.
What is after? This is the Sepultura with Mike Patton. So Mike Patton, he is all over the place.
This is one of the songs that I was like, whoa. I didn't dislike it, but it was very much just like, whoa.
So a lot of people really like Mike Patton. He's all right. He's in Faith No More
Okay.
and Mr. Bungle and Melvin's Big Band, Phantomos, all sort. Just he's all over the place, and he pops up.
Sounds like Ty Segall. Just pops up anywhere.
Yeah. But he does the vocals in this song when Sepultura is just doing. Fun fact, another fun fact. Sepultura is one of the other bands that Zip Tie covers.
Oh, fun. How
Except
do you
for-
choose which bands you cover?
Is
Is it like, hey, we love these bands and we think we can do it? Or,
I mean-
hey, let's see if we can do that?
Well, we're like, hey, we got to do. We initially started as like a new metal cover band, so we're like, okay,
Very.
what
like,
bands are new metal?
Well, okay. I have
And
a follow-up
then-
question
Yes.
for when you're done.
Oh, you could.
What's the difference? What differentiates like metal, new metal? Is it like the era in which it was released, the way they use instrumentation, like what?
So new metal, like on here, there's not as much new metal as there is like metal. Mm-hmm. New metal, I would from this soundtrack, I would put like Powerman 5000 and Mushroom Head and Il Nino.
Okay.
So new metal is a subgenre of metal, obviously, that kind of also implements rap,
Okay.
like Limp Bizkit. That Limp Bizkit is the definite, or Linkin Park,
Okay.
or like even Korn. They kind of have
Yeah.
like Korn, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park.
Is that why they have DJs mostly, or a lot of the time?
Yeah, and like even Slipknot is kind of metal, new metal. They're on that cusp too, because they also have like, you know, kind of the rapping, the fast talking, and the DJs, and so spoiler, we're going to cover a Beastie Boys song. And we're taking it back to the original new metal band as a joke, because they used to just be rock or rap or whatever. So yeah,
I love
or like
tangent.
Deftones was even.
Oh, okay.
Kinda
I know
metal.
Deftones. I used to own a few Deftones CDs.
Yeah.
I listened to Deftones at the same time I listened to like the early November and emo bands like that.
Nice. Nice.
I lost my tangent. Never mind.
Blank Theory. Okay, so this was another song that you liked.
Yeah. I think I liked the build from this.
I think I would consider these guys new metal too.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of got that vibe. Okay, yeah, it says right here, soundtrack, style, alternative rock, new metal, and metalcore.
I think alternative rock is a stretch.
Alternative rock, I would put like Seether and Stone Sour. And then new metal, yeah, Il Nino, Spine Shake, or Mushroom Head, Powerman 5000, this, The Blank Theory, metalcore, Killswitch Engage 100%, Devil Driver, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I could see this being called alt rock.
Yeah.
But you do kind of have that hip hop beat, or like a
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did like this song. This song's fun.
Yeah, this song's fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Well, we are coming up on an hour, and we still have a whole other side, but
we're just gonna advise you to go buy it.
Yeah, just go buy it.
Go buy it and
the
listen
only
to it.
really good song on the other side, Ether is okay, I guess, but Lamb of God's 11th Hour. And if you know Lamb of God, you know that song. Any closing thoughts, final recap, takeaways, etc., etc.?
Really, thanks for buying this. This was really fun. This isn't one that I would have thought of like to go to, but
we'll do Queen of the Damned sometime. You said you haven't seen that in a long time.
I haven't seen Queen of the Damned since it came out.
So, all the music in the movie, I don't know if it was Korn itself, but all the singing parts is Jonathan Davis, who's the singer of Korn.
Okay.
And he also does like a little cameo in the movie. He's like selling tickets or something outside. But so some of the songs on the soundtrack are the songs that the band in the movie plays.
Okay.
But
I do like
they're
that.
sang by other singers from other bands.
On the soundtrack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun.
This is also fun, and this is because now I get to do a record swap with someone. Since Paul moved away, I haven't been able to do record swaps with people to be like, hey,
yeah.
I bought this and I've been listening to it. You should check it out.
Check it out, yes.
Or like, hey, I see you have this and I don't. Can I borrow it?
Yeah. Yeah. So you have a couple of choices for the next final edition.
You do.
Let's see.
Got a classic, a nostalgic factor, and then an underrated score that I think deserves a lot more attention. So,
okay,
I think we're going to have you guys help us pick because I can't decide. I've been listening to a lot of Carrie lately. Fun. Well, classic horror movie. The Fly, that turns 40 this year. It's a Howard Shore score. Yeah, Howard Shore. We all know Howard Shore.
The 40th anniversary. We're doing a lot of 40th anniversary.
He also did the Silence of the Lambs score.
Nice.
And which I have. And you will have me on for that movie. Or We can just take it right back to childhood and do E.T. I have been listening to E.T. for a few weeks. I've had this soundtrack, or this score for years, and I love it. It's one of my favorites.
That's
so
awesome.
I'll throw some pictures of these up on social media.
Yeah.
Send them to you, and you guys can help us pick.
Yeah.
But those are your choices.
And then that thing that you brought up earlier, yeah, we could do like a little poll or what.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was like, what did I bring up earlier? Uh-oh.
In the chat.
Yeah.
Like a little, yeah, we'll do that.
So stay tuned, I guess.
Make a post. We'll
Get your input.
Be
I don't know. Come to a decision.
Collaborators on the post, and yeah, the audience.
You decide.
The audience gets to vote.
Also, thanks for doing the soundtrack, because
know.
I get to rock my Freddy sweater.
Yeah.
I do have Jason on under here. I kept him in there because I don't hate Jason. He's
That's
fun.
funny.
But I guess who would you like to win in a battle of Freddy versus Jason? Who is your pick?
Oh. Why is this hard?
I don't know.
I mean, I like more Jason movies than Freddy movies, but I like Freddy more as a character, maybe.
I mean, he's a more interesting character, but yeah. I'm clearly a Freddy girl. Oh, man. You are struggling.
Yeah, I really don't know. Maybe Freddy. I'll probably say Freddy.
All right.
Sorry, Jason.
Sorry, buddy.
Like, also,
Never wins.
They both scared me when I was a kid, but, like, Freddy scared me more. So, yeah,
well, yeah, because Freddy can get you...
Freddy actually fucking...
Freddy can get you when you're awake or when you're asleep.
Yeah.
Like, there's no running from Freddy.
Yeah. Jason, you just gotta leave the freaking lake. Just leave that area.
And don't go to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Or space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freddy's scarier to me than Jason is, but I was always like, when this movie was announced, and because I was in high school, I was a junior in high school.
We'll flip this.
Oh, we'll flip it? I was like, oh my god, Freddy has to win. Freddy's already dead. Like, you can't kill Freddy.
Yeah.
Not that none of those statements couldn't apply to Jason either, but yeah. Got to wear my Freddy sweater, so it's very exciting.
We'll flip this for the sign off here. Well, don't forget to go over to the post that we're going to make and vote for the next vinyl edition. And that is going to be it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a 5-star review wherever you are listening to this podcast.
Make sure you like and follow us and share us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, as well as wherever you listen to your podcasts.
And on the next episode, we are going to be talking about...
one of those 3 records.
Yeah, next vinyl episode, one of the 3 records that you vote on. And I'm not entirely sure where I'm putting this in the line of everything else. The next episode might be the Nightmare on Elm Street original versus remake, or that might be the episode that already happened before this. So it would be possibly the Wolfman original versus remake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Who you having on for that one? Just you and Kevy?
Yeah.
I'm going to start calling him Kevy, because that's what I just accidentally said.
Oh my God.
I'm sure his wife will love that. Kevy. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Oh. Oh. Till then, oh my gosh.
Yeah, stay spooky.
It's Kevy. Stay Kevy.
Stay Kevy.